Just having a look at the markets. Now we've gone through the European close. It's been a relatively quiet day with some moderate bouts of risk off. The DAX has been the most directional market today, trending lower throughout the European session and then breaking through its S1 level, through Friday's lows to test S2 post cash open. In terms of the FX markets, however, the dollar has traded lower today. We're down minus 0.37% on the day. There's been outperformance in the euro relative to the sterling currency pair. Before we discuss why, just have a quick look at euro versus the pound. It's up testing the R1 level, definitely showing some outperformance in the euro. So in terms of what we have lined up for the week, we have our German symposium on Wednesday. There were some source comments out earlier on last week discussing the fact that Mario Draghi will not be announcing any new monetary policy announcements. It seems like the market has now shrugged that off in terms of the FX currency market as well as your equity markets, with the DAX underperforming and the euro outperforming. But interestingly, if we look at the Bund, if we put it back onto a 480 chart, this was the Sintra event. Bund falling in value, therefore yields rising ahead of that hawkish turn that Mario Draghi made. But if we look at where it's trading now, we've largely given back a majority of the move here. If we just associate some numbers here, so we fell roughly 3%, and from its lows we're now trading up 2.73%. So giving back most of those losses. Personally, I feel like we will see a more hawkish tone from Draghi, but it'll be key to see in the Wednesday German symposium. Then on Thursday we have the Jackson Hole event. Sorry guys, keeping an eye here. Oil's printing fresh session lows. And then Friday we have Janet Yellen's keynote speech. I feel that given the inflation story in America, we're going to see Yellen remain quite dovish. Dovish in the sense that I feel like she's not going to overcommit to anything new in terms of her communication. However, the tightening of the balance sheet and the third rate hike, as I discussed earlier on in Friday's brief, I think the markets can quite comfortably take on what she's communicated thus far. But in terms of being any more dovish, I think that's not on the tables at the moment. So oil on Friday, late in the session, rallying quite hard, just giving back some of those gains. We saw some comments, something come down the news wires. Shell set to restore JV Deer Park, Texas refinery to normal operations by the middle of the week. Once again, I'm not sure if you can see the oil chart. Let me enlarge it here. Just adding to this whole US supply scenario. I think personally that oil is quite overvalued here, sitting around the $48 mark. This has definitely been aided by the weaker dollar, and today's been no different. I think once we start seeing some normalization in the FX pairs, we saw that US output production increased by 0.89% on Wednesday, and I think the market still has some way to fall. In terms of downside, if you're in this oil position, the S1 looks quite comfortable here. We have the eclipse up, and that sort of falls in line with the late session highs on the 16th. In terms of technically, it'll be an interesting place for the bears to get long, given the fact that we have this double top. So if you are in it, downside 47.57. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on Trading Live or drop me an email. Thank you very much.